Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. And as always, if you watch my show, you're in my corner. So today's episode is another doubleheader. I'll just do a post-fight rundown of last week's card, and then a pre-fight rundown with predictions of this UFC card coming up tomorrow. And so yeah, or I guess later today, depending on when you see this video. Um, yeah, to recap last week's card, we had it was Watterson versus Hill UFC Fight Night, and to kick off the main card, we had a featherweight clash with Billy Quartillo versus Kyle Nelson. This one I got right. This one was hold up. Yeah, this one was KO punch round 3 for Billy. Impressive win. I picked him to win, and he won. Then in the lightweight division, we had Bobby Green versus Alon Patrick, and I picked Bobby Green to win, and he won. And he won by decision. And then he looked impressive and just dominant. Then in the light heavyweight division, we had Ed Herman versus defeating Mike Rodriguez, submission Kimura. A lot of controversy in this one. Read up on it. It's a long story, but yeah. Anyhow, as of this video, Ed Herman won submission Kimura round 3. This one I got wrong. Then in the women's flyweight division, we had Roxanne Modafferi versus Andrea Lee, and Roxanne won unanimous decision. This one, it was kind of competitive, but I could see why Roxanne got the nod here. She looked more active and just more pushing the pace in this fight. Got that one wrong. Then in the lightweight division on the co-main event, we had Atman Azatar versus Kama Worthy. Definitely got this one wrong. Kama Worthy got knocked out, TKO punches. Round 1. Then in the main event in the women's strawweight division, we had Michelle Watterson versus Angela Hill. Complete robbery. I don't know what the judges were seeing. Angela Hill won round 5, hands down. Then she won 2 of the other rounds, I believe, the first and second, or something of that nature. But anyways, it was 3-2. Pretty obvious if you look at the stats. Yet the judges gave it to Michelle Watterson, and even one judge at Insult to Injury gave it 49-46. I don't know what fight that judge saw, but again, I always want to say it's not the fighter's fault. It's not Michelle Watterson's fault. Don't get angry at the fighter, get angry at the judges. And I feel bad for Angela Hill, but luckily they got fight of the night. So Angela Hill does get some street cred for this performance she put on, and kind of makes up for the win bonus she missed out on. And I can't wait to see more of Angela Hill, and I hope she stops getting robbed on these bogus decisions, because she did get robbed in another split decision a fight or two ago, something like that. But Michelle Watterson, she's should be in the top 7 of the strawweight division now, and be interesting where she takes this win moving forward in her career. And I'm happy for her. But anyways, now let's get to the big UFC on ESPN card, or ESPN Plus card, with it's Colby Covington versus Tyron Woodley in a welterweight top contender match in the main event. So let's do a pre-fight rundown of the main card. To kick off the main card, with predictions, we have Kevin Holland versus Darren Stewart. I'm going to go with Kevin Holland's second round knockout here. I think both these fighters have great stand-up, but I think Kevin Holland's going to be the heavier puncher, and he's eventually going to wear out. I would say late in the second round of Darren Stewart finishes him off. Kevin Holland is the real deal. Just looking amazing as of late. And Darren Stewart has had his moments as well. So this can be a very competitive, good fight. Then in the women's strawweight division, we have Mackenzie Dern versus Randa Marcos. I'm going to go with Mackenzie Dern by submission here. I'm going to say second round submission. I could see Randa Marcos avoiding the ground game altogether and wanting to keep this fight standing and try to knock her out, but I could see that game plan slowly fading against someone like Mackenzie Dern, and Mackenzie getting a big submission win, like a rear naked choke or armbar in the second round. So then in the light heavyweight division we have Johnny Walker versus Ryan Spann, and I think Ryan Spann gets it done here. I think Ryan Spann's the real deal. You know, the way he was able to pick his shots against Sam Alvey and keep Sam Alvey wanting to just you know, wait for that big punch that was never there because Ryan Spann was not staying too much in the pocket and moving around and being a moving target. And I think that's going to work in his favor against Johnny Walker. And so I think Ryan Spann gets it done. I'm going to say first round knockout here. I'm that much hyped up about Ryan Spann over Johnny Walker, or I mean that much hyped up about this fight, and that's how much I think about Ryan Spann. Johnny Walker's still talented, don't get me wrong. Then in the middleweight division we have Khamzat Chimaev versus Gerald Meerschaert. I'm going to go with Chimaev here. I'll say first round submission. I'll say late in the first round. I think this will be one of Chimaev's longest fights, but he'll still win. Jared Meerschaert, great training camp, great fighter, but I think Chimaev wins this one. But after he wins this one, you know, depending on who he's matched up against after this, we'll see, you know, how good he really is against the top of the division. Then in the welterweight division, in the co-main event, we have Donald Cerrone versus Nico Price. I have gone back and forth on this one, but man, yikes. You know what, I'm going to go with Nico Price on this one. I think Nico Price gets it done. I'm going to say by knockout. I think Donald Cerrone's taken too much damage over the years, so I think Nico Price gets it done. And you know what? I'll say first round knockout. I think he catches Donald Cerrone, and Cerrone wants to stand and bang, and Cerrone needs to try to really take this fight to the ground if he wants to win. But I think for the first bit of this match it stays standing, and that works in the favor of Nico Price, and he's going to have those heavy hands. And you know, Cerrone's had too many knockouts and too much wear and tear on his body. I think that plays a factor, and Nico Price gets it done, first round knockout. Then in the welterweight division, also in the main event, we have Colby Covington versus Tyron Woodley. And I'm going to go with Colby Covington by unanimous decision. I just, you know, Woodley's hard to finish, and yeah, I think there's going to be 50-45 unanimous decision win for Colby Covington. And then it'll be interesting to see if he's going to fight Masvidal or a rematch with Usman in his next fight. But I think this is going to be a nice, dominant, clean win for Colby Covington. And Tyron Woodley's still a legend in the sport, win or lose in this fight. And he has a puncher's chance. So, you know, I'll say he has a 35% chance of winning this fight. But, yeah, Colby Covington is going to get the win and win decisively every round, 10-9 every round, by volume of strikes. I think that this fight stays standing, volume of strikes gets it done, and gets him the unanimous decision victory. And yeah, that'll be all she wrote. And there you have it. There's my predictions for this card, and stay tuned for my post-fight show of this card in the near future. And as always, until then, see ya.